they were collecting the rent. And then it comes out that the city council actually says, well, that's not the only apartment complex. There are several that they have taken over in Aurora, and now they run it all. Now, and you're having broad daylight.
Thanks, Joe.
Armed robberies of jewelry stores in Aurora and outside of Denver. Look, Denver's collapsing. Denver has 700,000 people live inside Denver metro area. 70,000 of that 700,000 are illegal aliens. And you think they're going to stay in? No, they're going to bleed out. They're bleeding out to Aurora.
Liberal politics
right now. Where else are they going to go in the metro area?
And I'm sorry, the Dems are STOOPID. And they're called Lib what? Somebody tell me in the chat.
On Boeing 787 jets after that sudden plunge. They now say the captain's seat slipped during the flight, bumping into the autopilot, disengaging the system, causing the plane to rapidly descend. Here tonight, Trevor Ault.
I don't know if they're not paying pilots enough. I don't know if they're not paying the mechanics enough, or they're not doing enough inspections. But however they cutting corners need to stop, man. This is too risky to be cutting corners. But notice that America's falling off in every category, man. Safety and transportation falling off. Education falling off. Every industry, every metric, every institution falling off. And this will look like your favorite third world country really soon.
Tonight, the FAA ordering new safety inspections on Boeing 787 jets after a string of concerning incidents, including these terrifying moments aboard a LATAM Airlines flight from Australia to New Zealand in March. The FAA now saying an uncommanded movement of the captain's seat caused the control column input to disconnect the autopilot, resulting in a rapid descent, sending passengers and crew flying to the ceiling, more than a dozen injured.
I saw cut heads, a few neck braces being applied, people being patched up with cuts and bruises.
The FAA says they've since received 4 additional reports of similar incidents, now requiring inspections of the captain's and first officer's seats.
The switch is the one that controls the electric seat for the captain. If it runs away, it's not going to cause the airplane to crash, but it will cause a problem in pushing the captain against the yoke and causing maybe a sudden loss of altitude.
And David, the FAA says these inspections will impact 158 planes nationwide, and it comes as Boeing is grounding a test fleet of a new plane, the 777X, after post-flight inspections found a failure in a part that holds the engines in place. So Boeing says they're going to be replacing that part, then they'll resume testing when they're ready. David?
Trevor, thank you for that.
Boeing, man. They need to really get their act together, man. Really need to get their act together. Azariah in the building. Good to see you there, brother. And it's just disheartening. These American companies, man, are falling way behind. More news. I got to push past this because we got so much to talk about. And if you're just showing up, coming in, make sure you hit that like.
Oh my God!
A shopper cannot believe what she sees when she enters her local supermarket to buy groceries for her family.
Now, before we even start this video, you know, the rule of law in the United States of America seems to have disappeared. Never in our lifetimes, unless there was like a major sporting event or a major political upheaval, like a Rodney King thing. But we are seeing smash and grabs as if there were blackouts. Now, remember when there was blackouts? Yeah, smash and grab. Bulls win, or your favorite sports team win, yeah, rioting and looting in the streets, or Rodney King rioting and looting in the streets. But now smash and grab is commonplace to the degree where companies can't even stay in business. They have to close. We are living in a lawless country. And then you have people saying, oh, let's defund the police. Let me tell you guys something. And I realized this the other day, and maybe I'm late to the party. Maybe you all have realized this before I did. But the fall of America and the collapse of America is not something that is going to happen one day, like boom. It's happening now. It's a slow